G'day ladies and gents, and welcome to MagzTV's 30k subscriber art competition. This is the first one I'm going to do. Now, at the moment I've managed to narrow this down to 7 finalists, which I'll be showing for you in a moment, but before we get into that, there is one small thing I need to discuss first. Well, it's not actually that much of a small thing, it's actually a fairly major problem that I'm still in the process of trying to work out. Now, as you know, there were 3 competitions being run simultaneously. There was the art competition, the IL2 competition, IL2 DCS competition rather, and the War Thunder competition. Now the t-shirt competition, art competition is perfectly fine, IL2 and DCS competitions, no problems whatsoever. War Thunder just hit a massive snag. See, I received just on around 500 entries for the War Thunder competition. Now the reason why you haven't had much War Thunder on the channel over the last week is because I have been balls deep in these replays, watching one after another, trying to sort down the finalists. And honestly, after watching so many replays, I just haven't been in the mood to play War Thunder. Unfortunately, we hit a major snag with that. I've managed to narrow the finalists for the War Thunder competition down to 30 participants, right before the last patch dropped. Now, for those of you who haven't looked at your replays yet, if you do, you'll find that any replays that you have from prior to the update dropping don't work anymore. And while I have been watching through the replays, narrowing them down, I haven't actually recorded any of them off yet. I don't have the hard drive space to be able to record that many files all at once. So I was just going to record the finalists once I had them narrowed down to about 10. So unfortunately, I find myself in the situation here where I have 30 finalists and no videos. Now, I have a couple of options here. I could get everyone to try and resubmit something, but I don't think that would be fair on the applicants that made the final 30. I can't choose between them without having something to show you guys, and you guys can't choose between them without me having something to show you. So, I haven't finalised the thoughts on it yet, but the only thing I can come up with at this time, because I don't want to abort this competition and I do not want to start it again. The 30 finalists got there with some bloody impressive fights. They deserve to be there, and I don't want them to lose their chance of getting in. The only thing I can actually think of at the moment is a winner-takes-all tournament between the 30 final applicants. This would put 30 of the either most skilled or most ridiculously, insanely lucky pilots that I think I've seen in War Thunder head-to-head against one another. But I'm not going to make that as a final decision. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you entered the competition, I'm very interested in your input. I'm not going to announce who the final 30 are yet. Whichever way we decide to go, I am going to contact the final 30 applicants by email, so they will know who they are, but nobody else will. So let me know in the comments what you think about the idea of a 30-man tournament. I'm unsure on exactly what format that I would use. It would be held, I would discuss with the 30 applicants to pick a time where they could all make it, because obviously this doesn't work if they all can't get there. The only thing I can say for sure on the whole thing is if we did decide to go with the tournament format, it would be held under realistic battle rules. So, exactly what I was worried about happening in the first place has happened. I knew the replay system was going to let me down here. I just knew it was going to happen. But at least I did manage to get the number down to a small enough number that I have a few options available at this time, because otherwise, if I was still sitting on 500 applicants, I would have no choice but to start from scratch, and that wouldn't be fair on anybody. So anyways, moving on to what this video is actually about, the art competition. Now, I received overall about 50 entries to the art competition. There were certain ones that I couldn't take, even though I liked the artwork, because they weren't presented in a format that I could transfer through to a t-shirt. By that I mean I received quite a number of entries that were hand-drawn on paper and then photographed. It's not something that I could really work with. The other ones I had to disqualify a large number of entries, quite a few more than I was expecting. I can't use copyright material, guys. I know images that appear on Google appear to be free use, but they're not. Quite a lot of them are under copyright rules. Now, it's perfectly fine for you to set them as background, nobody's going to care about that so much, but if you try and print them on a t-shirt that has the potential of being sold in the future, that's not on. You can't do that. So I had to take away anything that had copyright material, I had to take away anything that was using registered logos. Anybody who I'm not affiliated with, I cannot put on any potential merch, so I can't put it on a t-shirt design. Even a design that I may not actually put into mass production and I may just give to only the finalists. Well, to be clear, the finalists were the only ones going to be receiving this version of the shirt, but you get where I'm coming from. I had to disqualify anything with copyright material. So from those, I went through and I selected out the final 7. I was originally only going to have a final 5, but there were a couple of designs that I really liked and wanted to put up as a few extra. So we wound up with 7 final applicants. So we're going to run through them now in no particular order. I am not going to give any commentary on any of the pictures. These are the ones that I selected as my 7 finalists. Now it's your opinion that matters. You're the one that's voting. Hope you enjoy. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, our 7 finalists. Click the image on the screen that you like most, and your vote will be submitted automatically. Until next time, fly smart, fly safe, and I'll catch you in the skies.